This is Animated Christianity, where faith meets fandom and the Bible and anime collide. Today's topic is going to challenge the status quo and maybe ruffle a few feathers. So buckle up and hold on, because today we are talking about leadership. The topic of our study is 1 Samuel chapters 8 through 12. You can take the time to read it if you'd like, but I'm also going to provide a detailed summary. In these chapters, we read that the Israelites are demanding a king from God's prophet Samuel. We see in the previous chapters that Samuel has been a very trustworthy and upright leader in Israel, but he started to get old. Samuel receives a word from God explaining that by demanding a king, the Israelites are actually rejecting God's rule over them. God then instructs Samuel to go ahead and do as they ask. He will provide a king that will deal with the people persecuting Israel. He also instructs Samuel to warn these people about the consequences, such as the king would take their sons for his army, their daughters for his service, and the best of their fields and produce. We are then introduced to a young man from the tribe of Benjamin named Saul, whose path ends up crossing with Samuel as he's looking for some of his father's sheep. Upon their meeting, God instructs Samuel that Saul is the one he has chosen to be the king of Israel. Samuel then invites Saul to dinner and to rest at his home. In the morning, Samuel speaks with Saul privately. He tells Saul, God has chosen you to be king. Samuel then explains to Saul exactly what is going to happen to him during the day, and then tells him, wait for 7 days. A week later, at a public meeting of all the people of Israel, Saul is chosen publicly by lot. He is seen to be strong and charismatic. Ultimately, he is accepted by most of the people. There are some holdouts. Yet Saul then ends up going on to prove his leadership by taking action against an attack from the Ammonites, and he ends up defeating them. This secures his position. But finally, having appointed the Israelites their king, Samuel delivers his farewell speech. He makes a sacrifice to God and explains how the incoming storm was a sign from God. He finishes his farewell by reminding the people of God's faithfulness. He says, be sure to fear the Lord and faithfully serve him. Think of all the wonderful things he has done for you. Yet, if you continue to sin, both you and your king will be swept away.